Thanks for staying up with us tonight. I'm Lauren Maloney. Well, next year, Vermont lawmakers will likely decide whether the state should allow commercial marijuana sales. Recreational possession has been legal since July of last year. As Local 22's Mike Hoey shows us tonight, the state attorney general believes that may leave Vermont in a difficult position to explain. Mike joins us live tonight in the newsroom. Hi, Mike.
Well, hi, Lauren. That difficulty led TJ Donovan to call together experts from not only Vermont, but also Maine and Massachusetts for a conversation about cannabis. TJ Donovan said Thursday night Vermont is in the most difficult position regarding marijuana that it could possibly be in. Possession is legal, but obtaining it isn't.
We can't now go back after we've legalized it and say there's nothing to do, nothing to see here. We've created an illicit black market with our current system.
Some opponents say commercial sales will do nothing about the black market, noting that in California, where sales are legal, most sales are still done outside of regulated businesses. Dr. Catherine Antley is also concerned about what she calls a focus on addiction by companies in Colorado and other states to develop and maintain a customer base.
And they're doing that by creating a more concentrated product, a more addictive product, and in making, advertising to children, THC gummies and that kind of thing.
A retired Vermont Superior Court judge doesn't think tax revenue from pot sales would be worth the human cost.
I've dealt with cases in which people have been killed by people wildly driving on the highway. We had this infamous case recently, the Burgoyne case. Some guy was out of his mind on nothing but marijuana. This is the kind of thing which is going to happen more often now.
When Stephen Burgoyne killed 5 teens in a wrong-way crash on I-89 3 years ago, he had high levels in his system of not only THC, but also fentanyl and a prescription sedative. On Thursday, Maine just started taking applications for state-licensed pot shops. Those shops could open early next year. Maine will tax marijuana at a 20% rate, which is what Massachusetts does.
Some of the tax revenue that we're going to be generating once we have the legal sales up and running are going specifically to law enforcement training, which my office is in charge of setting up.
Earlier this year, Vermont Governor Phil Scott said he wouldn't sign commercial pot sales into law unless roadside saliva testing were part of the law. Gunderson says no current roadside tests are reliable enough to determine marijuana impairment. Eric Gunderson also offered some advice from Maine on working through commercial marijuana sales. Don't rush anything. Listen to and incorporate community feedback regardless of its perspective. And he said somewhat jokingly, hire people smarter than you to operate the program. In the newsroom, Mike Hoey, Local 22 News.
Mike Donovan also weighed in